Well, hi everybody. My name is Rosario, and similar to Andrew and Georg, I was pre-development agency person working at IDB for many years, actually being an intrapreneur inside the organization. And so I'm now, for the past 6 years, I've been working outside of the development world and working in systems change. But I've, for the past 30 years, I've been practicing mindfulness and getting a sense of understanding how that's connected to leadership. And so when Peter asked me to help set kind of the intention for us in this hackathon, I was really grateful for it, because I've been working on systems and I've been working in food systems and impact investment. And my experience has been that it really is all about the people. Right? It comes down to all of us who are here right now and who we're going to be during the next week. And the usual format of pre-COVID and the world that we're all trying to change was very much about competition, and it was very much about finite games. I don't know how many of you are familiar with a book on finite and infinite games, but I would like to just read a brief quote from, let me just see if I have it up here, from James P. Cars. He said, one could be two different types of games, right? So one could be a finite and the other one an infinite. A finite game is played for the purpose of winning, and an infinite game is for the purpose of continuing to play. And so if we look at the intention that Peter has here, is not just 1 week and we meet for a hackathon and there's competition and who gets finance. It really is about building a community. And it's about being able to, from my perspective, the invitation is for us to enter here with a mindset of being in an infinite game, where we can be open about how we're going to co-create and collaborate with others. Now, there's no clear roadmap as to how this is done, even though institute like the Presencing Institute at the MIT that Otto Scharmer has been leading with Peter Senge and others in leadership have been testing this out. For the most part, we do live in a very competitive environment. So I just wanted to pre-frame that, because I'm going to invite you all for the next 2 minutes to write down what is your intention for this week. And then we'll go into meditation to really just allow that to sink in and for us to embody and really envision that. So just for 2 minutes, pen and paper, who are you going to be during this week? If you look at the end of the week, what will be an amazing result for you during this week? And how and who are you going to show up, right? In your leadership and in your way of being. So just take a few moments to really get grounded in that. And after a few seconds, I'll just then guide us through a mindfulness exercise to really bring this intention to life. So maybe it's about how many people you're going to be able to connect with, really, and are you going to be able to listen at a level where you're not trying to project what you want to say, but you're really listening. Maybe you're finding connections that you didn't think possible. Maybe you're going to make more time for other meetings and other calls that you didn't think were possible, because it's a unique opportunity. So just get a sense of what that looks like. And one last thing I want to share around that, I think we're all getting a bit of zoomed out. You know, a lot of the things, we are living our life through digital, but is there a way that you can just bring yourselves to this meeting fully present and really give ourselves that benefit of, okay, it's digital right now, it's not the same as face-to-face. Andrew's been having trouble not being able to go back to Colombia and things like that, but can we set the intention that we can really show up as being fully present? Okay, great. So I'm just going to invite us all now to just find a comfortable position, put your feet flat on the ground, and taking a big exhale out. And closing your eyes if you want, or keeping them open, whatever works best for you. We're going to take another second exhale out. Just start noticing your heartbeat. And maybe the sounds in the room. And how your feet are supported by the floor or the chair. And taking another big exhale out. Maybe you wrote down the intention. Maybe you just thought about it. Bringing that to your mind's eye. And just allowing your breath to come in and out naturally. Start seeing yourself living this intention the remainder of today. How are you going to be feeling? How are you going to be listening to others? Just whatever comes up, just see yourself in the rest of today and the weekend and the week ahead. The amazing challenges that we have ahead with the food system, but also incredible opportunities. And just getting a sense of how it feels like to really connect fully with the people who are going to be present during this hackathon. So you really allow yourself to feel what it feels like to be present and getting a lot of ideas and connections. Kind of, this may be a new word for some of you, but really tapping into that flow and synchronicity. Synchronicity, people describe it as things just start connecting and happening kind of like by magic. You meet the right person, you go to the right Slack room. So just taking another big exhale. And noticing your breath coming in and out. What if this next week is the beginning of the rest of an amazing year in which, despite the challenges of COVID and the stresses, you step into your highest and best version of yourself, of your leadership skills? What would that look like this week? And because the brain doesn't distinguish between something we vividly imagine and something we are actually living, keep calling those images of you this next week. Maybe it's about vitality and being able to really capture and really understand what other people are saying. Coming with these incredible new innovations. And continuing to breathe, we're going to exhale one more time. Just for the next minute or two, focusing your attention on the center of your chest. Just breathing in that gratitude for being alive. for being able to take the time to be on a call when so many of the ones we want to impact can't. Either they don't have access to technology or they don't have the means. Feel that gratitude. Taking one last big exhale as you focus yourself on the center of your chest. Make a commitment to yourself. What would be something that will stretch you, that would make a very big difference for you this next week? What is that you can really ask yourself to grow right now, and make a commitment to yourself that you'll at least give yourself the chance to try it out. And one last exhale. And just sitting here. And you rub your hands together. Bring them to your eyes so it's easier to come back to the room. Putting them over your eyes. Taking another big exhale out. And opening your eyes and coming back and just getting ready to be here right now and make the most of this incredible opportunity that Peter is offering all of us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Rosario. And, thank you to all of you, because it's many people contributed towards making this possible, including Rosario.
Thank you to everybody. Then let's move on forwards and onwards, as they say.
Excellent, thank you. Just in closing, guys, there's going to be a matching event coming up shortly. That's for anybody who doesn't have a team yet or is looking for team members. I'm also going to shortly be sending out invitations to different Slack channels, and that'll be another way we can communicate, get in touch. I'll be explaining those Slack channels a little bit during the matching event, because that's one of the tools people can use also to find their new teams. It seems kind of jarring to be talking about technology and Slack channels right after this setting the intention event, but anyway, you're getting emails from me shortly. With that, I guess it's the end of this session. So we'll see you all at the next session.